Hello everyone and welcome back to 16 on 16. My name is Jacob Golopoli and today we're going to be going over the Western Conference beasts, the Colorado Avalanche. These guys are currently number one seed in their division, conference, and the entire league. At the time of this video, they have 52 wins, 14 losses, and 6 overtime losses, which is good enough for 110 points to lead the whole league. They have beautiful jerseys. I personally have one and it is my favorite out of all my jersey collections. Definitely recommend getting one. This team is absolutely riddled with talent, up and down the roster, offense, defense, and goaltending. As I said in the last episode, each team has 4 lines of offense with 3 players on each line. To start off, centering their first line is Nathan MacKinnon, debatably a top 3 player in the entire league. He brings an incredible amount of speed, skill, and leadership to the team. He has only played 56 games, and in that span, he's gotten 77 points. On his right side is Mikko Rantanen. He may not be the greatest skater you've ever seen, but his IQ, his skill, and his incredible shot makes him undisputably a top 20 player in this league. Due to injuries, currently, Andre Burakovsky plays on the left side of Nathan MacKinnon and Mikko Rantanen. He has an incredible shot and great IQ, and personally, besides the star players of this team, I can see him carrying this team during the playoffs. Again, due to injury circumstances, JT Compher centers the second line. He's a solid two-way player with some good offensive upside. On his right is Valeri Nichushkin. Personally, I believe he's the most underrated player on this team. He's a big guy with great speed and he's having career numbers. On the left side is Arturi Lehkonen, recently acquired from the Montreal Canadiens for depth. He's a great small player who can fit anywhere in the lineup. Centering their third line is Nico Sturm, recently acquired from the Minnesota Wild. I personally think a man of his stature with his skill level is really going to make a difference on this team, and he's going to be a breakout player. On his right side is Nick Aube-Kubel, who was picked up off waivers earlier and a great depth player. On his left side is Alex Newhook, a recent second-round pick of the Colorado Avalanche, still very young and showing some very promising skill in the NHL. Their fourth line is centered by Darren Helm with Andrew Cogliano on the left and Logan O'Connor on the right, all great depth players with great speed and skill. I've been watching Logan O'Connor all year. He has incredible finishing skill and great hands coupled with speed and two-way play. I think he's going to be a big part of this Colorado Avalanche team going down the stretch here in the playoffs. Their first of 3 lines of defense is Cale Makar and Bowen Byram. Cale Makar is debatably the best defenseman in the entire league. He's still very young, very skilled, and he is very entertaining to watch. I would highly recommend following this guy throughout the playoffs. He's always entertaining to watch. His line mate, Bowen Byram, I've been very high on ever since he was drafted in the first round by the Colorado Avalanche, showing some great upside here in the NHL. Their second line is Josh Manson, recently acquired from the Anaheim Ducks. He's a solid two-way player. And Devin Tays, who has really broken out this year and proven that he is one of the better defensemen in this entire league. And their last line is Eric Johnson, a veteran who brings some great grit to the team, and Samuel Girard, who is a slick skating defenseman with great offensive upside. Their goaltender, Darcy Kemper, after being acquired from the Arizona Coyotes, has really been an anchor for them in the back and has really bailed them out of a lot of games and is going to be a huge point for them down the stretch in the playoffs here. They do have some injuries though. Their skilled captain, Gabriel Landeskog, is out with a knee injury. One of their all-stars this year, Nazem Kadri, who absolutely exploded in points this year, is also out with an upper body injury. But they are both said to be back by the start of the playoffs. Their depth defenseman, Ryan Murray, however, will miss a few weeks still with a fractured hand. Last year, they were knocked out of the playoffs in the second round by the hands of the Vegas Golden Knights. This year, they are the undisputed favorite to win the Cup from the Western Conference. Being based in Denver, Colorado, a lot of Eastern Conference fans have them as their Western Conference favorite team due to the fact that they are so talented and so entertaining to watch. However, if you're a fan of the Vegas Golden Knights or you're a fan of any team in California, you may have a very different relationship towards the Colorado Avalanche. I've said it before and I'll say it again. These guys have the talent, they have the skill, they have the mental fortitude, they have the defense to win it all. Unfortunately, they've been snubbed every year, but this year with Nazem Kadri absolutely exploding, Cale Makar showing that he is still the best defenseman in the entire league, Nathan MacKinnon being himself just a top 5 player in the entire league, Mikko Rantanen absolutely exploding as normal, plus now they have depth after acquiring many players from the trade deadline, solidifying their defense with players like Josh Manson. Along with the game-stealing level of goaltending that they're receiving, they have a great chance to win it all. And that's it. Thank you everyone so much for watching. If you haven't already checked out the first episode on the Florida Panthers, I highly encourage you to do so. I'll be making a video like this for each team that clinches the playoffs as we move closer and closer to the most exciting part of the entire year. Thank you everyone again so much for watching, and I will see you next time.